Family and friends of a woman murdered by her husband nearly 4 years ago will get to address to the killer today. Victim impact statements will be read in an Ottawa courtroom before Mark Hutt is sentenced to life in prison for killing Donna Jones. An Ottawa jury found Hutt guilty earlier this month of first-degree murder. Donna Jones died of a massive infection in the basement of a West Ottawa home in December of 2009. Court heard she was doused by a pot of boiling water and left in pain for almost 2 weeks. It's day 2 of the first heat wave of summer, but there is relief in sight from the hot and humid weather. A City of Ottawa heat advisory remains in effect today for the capital. With the Humidex, it'll feel like 38 degrees. Temperatures are expected to drop below normal for this time of year in time for the Canada Day long weekend. Joining us live here in our studio to talk about battling the heat is Ottawa Paramedic JP Trottier. JP, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good to have you back here.
Thank you.
We often talk about the things you should do when a heat wave comes in, like try and stay out of the heat if you have respiratory issues, if you're elderly and so on. Find other places to go, a mall, a movie theater, that sort of thing, and drink plenty of fluids. Those are sort of the common recipes for success in situations like this, right?
That's right. That's right. Just the basic, very simple rules. I think the biggest issue that we see is that people don't pay attention to the signs that their body's trying to give them.
What are those signs? And that's what I was going to get to next. What are those signs when the body starts to shut down a little bit from heat exhaustion or just overheating in general?
Typically it starts with dehydration, and I think we've all been there. Extreme thirst and maybe a little headache, a little bit dizzy. So time to drink fluids, time to take a little break and eat as well. Very important to replace the minerals that you lose through sweating.
Right.
Then it can progress into heat exhaustion. We saw 2 cases yesterday in the afternoon at about 2 o'clock.
Really?
Two workers were working outside, separate incidences. And just, kept pushing a little bit, just about to finish the job and so on and so forth. So ignoring the signs, and that's profuse sweating, dizzy, perhaps even nauseous, so really feeling sick, and they kept pushing it a little bit.
I think that that little headache that you're talking about that starts and for what seems to be no reason is a clear indication that you need water and you need to step it back a little bit, right?
That's right, and it's water. Sport drinks are really good, and you also need to take a break. I mean, your body is overheating, which is why you're feeling like this. So take a break, cool down. If you feel better after 15 minutes, take an extra 15 minutes to make sure your internal body temperature reduces.
Well, hopefully you won't have to look after too many people with those symptoms today.
Hope not.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you. Paramedic
JP Trottier joining us this morning. The Ottawa Police Service now searching for savings after agreeing to cap its budget increase of 1.99% next year. The Ottawa Police Services Board approved a draft motion to meet the City Council directive of a 2% hike in 2014. That means police must find $3.6 million in savings. Staff are confident savings can be found in vacant civilian positions, fuel, and cutting spending on professional services. Work will begin later this year on a new $65 million water main project in the east end of the city. It involves 9 kilometers of work stretching from the Rideau River to Jeanne d'Arc Boulevard in Orleans. Work will be done in 3 phases and be completed by 2015. Councillor Tim Tierney says the new water main is needed to secure the water supply for the east end. Motorists and cyclists being reminded of a new traffic restriction at a busy downtown intersection. You can no longer make a right-hand turn from the northbound lanes of Nicholas onto Laurier, part of the new transitway alignment near the University of Ottawa. Buses are using a section of Nicholas and Laurier as the city prepares for construction of the $2.1 billion light rail transit project.